Welcome again to another entire retreat podcast, show, channel, whatever you want to call it, and in whatever order you want to say it. We are again having some fun. A shorter edited video, kind of a small deviation from the sub 1 hour documentaries we try to do from time to time here. The more explorative stuff, let's say. But yeah, here, trick flying again. Oil rigs, helipads, not only oil rigs, but yeah, this one is one, obviously. But then yeah, learning about the stuff on the same time, as per usual. So let's see if this works. Yes, Sky, could you actually word by word read what you just gave me as an answer?
Sure, here's the text word for word. The Arabia III oil rig, a titan of human engineering, emerged from a vision in the late 20th century as the demand for fossil fuels surged. Standing isolated in the Arabian Gulf, this floating marvel represents a harmonious blend of mechanical innovation and environmental challenges. Its story is a testament to human ingenuity, risk, and the complex relationship with the natural world. In the late 1970s, when global oil exploration moved offshore, the Arabian Gulf became a hotspot for potential reserves. Arabia III was conceived as part of a broader initiative to capitalize on deepwater drilling. Designed in the Netherlands and assembled in Abu Dhabi, the rig featured cutting-edge technology for its time. It was a jack-up rig, able to lower massive legs to the seafloor for stability or retract them to relocate, a feature critical in the shifting tides of the Gulf. Arabia III began operations in the early 1980s, striking oil in its first month. Over the next 2 decades, it played a vital role in bolstering the energy supply of the Gulf states, producing millions of barrels annually. Its efficiency set benchmarks in the industry, and it became a training ground for engineers across the region. However, this success did not come without peril. The rig faced numerous challenges: intense sandstorms that reduced visibility to near zero, scorching summer temperatures that pushed machinery to its limits, and the ever-present risk of oil spills. Maintenance crews worked tirelessly to ensure the safety of its operations, implementing new safety standards that influenced rigs worldwide. By the late 1990s, as environmental concerns about fossil fuel extraction grew, Arabia III became a focal point for debates about sustainability. Advocacy groups criticized the rig for its impact on marine ecosystems, citing the disruption of local habitats and risks of pollution. These criticisms prompted operational changes, including the adoption of closed-loop drilling systems to minimize waste and the installation of advanced sensors to monitor environmental impact. Arabia III also pioneered coral reef rehabilitation efforts. Working with marine biologists, the rig's operators constructed artificial reefs around its base, fostering a thriving ecosystem of fish, mollusks, and crustaceans. This initiative was hailed as a model for balancing industrial activity with ecological preservation. By the early 2010s, the rig's production began to dwindle as the oil reserves beneath it neared depletion. Calls to decommission it grew louder, yet the rig had one last chapter to write. Instead of being dismantled, Arabia III was repurposed as a research platform. Today, it hosts scientists studying marine biodiversity, renewable energy, and the effects of climate change in the Gulf. The rig's towering silhouette remains a beacon in the Arabian Gulf, not as a symbol of exploitation, but as a monument to adaptation and resilience. Its decks, once bustling with workers in hard hats, now see researchers measuring wind patterns and marine currents, imagining a future less reliant on fossil fuels. Arabia III's story is one of evolution. From its origins as a beacon of industrial ambition to its rebirth as a hub of scientific discovery, it reflects humanity's capacity to confront its impacts and strive for balance. In the shifting tides of the Gulf, the rig stands as a reminder. Progress is not static, and even the symbols of our industrial past can transform into foundations for a more sustainable future. Let me know if you'd like me to adjust anything.
Well, there you go. I at least learned something new today. Arabia III here is the right phrase Arabian Peninsula? I'm not sure. But back to the actual landing attempts, that then kind of spawned an actual successful landing in the end here. But as in the earlier, let's say, tries, different videos and such, I have done many of these and gonna do several. Maybe, yeah, that's a far-fetched idea, but maybe, just maybe, we're gonna land on every single one that, I mean, every single helipad that is existing in the world. But yeah, that remains to be seen, even though the thought would be nice. And here you see us just barely managing to land on the edge. So on the edge that when we jumped out from the airplane, it teleported us over the edge into the water. So it's a successful landing. I have at least the front of the landing gear on the helipad, so yeah, don't judge me. It was really difficult. But yeah, just fun. And really, I invite you to try. As I said in the video before, if the winds are blowing through the helipad and the oil rig, it's way more difficult because there's turbulence and different, I don't know, aerodynamic shifts. You actually feel it in the airplane as it then gets thrown around, so to say. But yeah, more of these to come. Fun and education in one package. That's kind of what I'm going for here, so hopefully you enjoyed this. Yeah, so thank you again.